What's up? How y'all doing? Come on in. This is the Nook, and this is Prime. Actually, Optimus Prime, I named him after one of my favorite Transformers. And then Snoop right here. I got him, he's the oldest. I got him when I was in college. And I named him after one of my favorite rappers, Snoop Dogg. Well, on this side is some of my Batman collection. Stuff, a lot of the stuff I've got given, fans, family members, and everybody knows I'm a Batman fan ever since I was a kid. And it's just grown. I mean, I got comic books now that I start collecting back 3-4 years ago, actually more than that. And fans I had one fan back in like 2001 give me a couple shoe boxes of older ones, and I think I looked in there and it's comic books from like 1934, 35. So I was like, wow, so really thank you for that one. When you think about it, he's the only, if you know comic books, he's the only superhero without superhuman strength, because he's just a regular, for the most part, a guy, human being. He's not from planet Krypton, doesn't have a magical hammer, he's not a god or anything, he's just a guy who had the desire to fight crime and kick butt, basically. So that's kind of how I look at myself, playing football. This is actually me. If you look in the face, my goatee, a little shorter than, but the part that comes up, you can kind of see that. And of course you see the 30 on the Batman symbol, and me holding a football. So I thought that was pretty sweet. Did a real good job for it. I had to get it framed, put it up at the house. So yeah, I got Batman issues. It's all good. More shelves of stuff I've accomplished, trophies. My Pro Bowl trophies are here. I had some bobbleheads. So I guess I did something in the NFL to get some bobbleheads made. Trophies and stuff I collected, through my career. It's the Nebraska High School Sports Hall of Fame I got inducted to last year. And this big one right here was the first, when FedEx started handing out the Aaron Brown Awards. So I was the first running back in 2003 to get that, and it was a great crew of backs. It was myself, Priest Holmes, and Jamal Lewis, and it was like, and me, and I was like, I didn't know if I had a chance, but I guess I did. So it's a great honor to be actually the first running back in that, this trophy to get handed that. And I think this was the same year was the one-on-one award, and this is a pretty good award as well, because it's kind of given to you from the reporters, I believe, the AP poll. They kind of vote on who was the kind of like that best player of that year. I believe this is also from the 03 season, which obviously 03 was a big year for myself and my team. We did a lot rushing the ball that year. Myself, Tony Fisher, Najee Davenport, Will Henderson was all part of that along with the O-line and all them guys that basically helped us block. And this trophy right here I got in 06 was the part of the quarterback club. It was a humanitarian award. They called it a Sammy Ball Award, but for my work in my foundation, the Ahman Green Foundation, where I basically help any youth programs out, be it baseball, basketball, stuff at the Boys and Girls Club here in Wisconsin and down in my home state of Nebraska. I've done stuff for years. And since I'm done playing now, I'm gonna probably get more into that, where I could help out and spend more time, and because, when I was a kid going to the Boys and Girls Club is how I stayed out of trouble, and I learned stuff, because we had to go to the library once or twice out of the week, and I learned how to shoot pool, play ping pong, know how to be a good overall person, a good loser, because I didn't win at ping pong, I wasn't great at it, or shooting pool, but then I got good at it. So it was just that's how it began, the foundation, just thinking about that when I was a kid, and what was some of the good things, and the little push, little help we got from adults growing up, basically. Today's, I took yesterday off. It was a holiday, so I took my day off. Didn't do nothing. So today I'll probably do some cardio this morning, and later on this afternoon lift weights. So I'll probably go in there and run some suicide, warm up, get ready to go, get my protein bars, and then water, and then we'll be ready to roll. Take one of the guys Either that or big boy. I haven't drove Ironhide in a while. Get Ironhide. A big truck. I told you I was a Transformer fan, so I got Bumblebee and Ironhide. And we'll drive Ironhide to work out. Get him going. GMC pickup with like a top kick. That's what they call it, like your normal delivery trucks that you see. And basically modified as a GMC 4500 Duramax engine, diesel, so it is kind of green, you know. Highway, I can't really say like to the exact number what the highway is in terms of burning gas, but I know driving from my driveway to Milwaukee and back, it's a whole tank. So I think that's pretty good for a big truck, you know. And I drive it mostly during the morning, during the week when I go work out and come back. And in the winter, it's great in the winter. That's 4-wheel drive, you know, so I'll be going to get it tuned up for the winter real soon, make sure everything's working on it so I don't have no issues when we get about 4 or 5 feet of snow on the ground. So I got stuck one time, and that was actually last summer. I had to, thank God I had this winch. This actually works very good. So when I got stuck, actually I got stuck right down the street in our neighborhood. I hit some ice slid into one of my neighbor's yard, and our builder, who was actually in the neighborhood because he was building at the time even though it was winter, and so he took one of his tractors, I hooked the winch to it, and I pulled myself out with the winch. So it came in handy. So I was able to help myself out of the ditch. It was okay. It wasn't even my idea to get it, my wife's idea. Because I was looking into getting a big truck, you know, or get something and make it bigger, you know, like a Silverado. I like that truck. And we were just Googling stuff, searching stuff on the internet, and she just said, why don't you want to go big, just get Ironhide. You don't have to do nothing to it. Because when I was a Texan, my teammate Mario Williams, he had this big Joker. So I test drove his a couple times. I thought about it. I just wanted one for myself, you know. So I called the company. They're out of Michigan, and about 3 months later, I had it. It's awesome. Everybody that looks at it and drive past. I still get people that cut me off. Actually, it's hilarious. And they lucky I'm not a rage driver. You know, I don't really get mad on the highway. But they lucky I'm not with this. And because I get cut off, people, it's amazing. And it's the small cars too, them electric efficient cars. It's the small ones that want to cut me off. And I'm like, I could roll right over you, just be a speed bump. But like I said, I'm not an angry driver, so I just like whatever. Keep rolling, you know, but I love it. I have fun with it. Well, I liked it here, and I have land here, you know, and I just know a lot of people now. And I've been here for a while, so I made a lot of friends and people that are close to me and my family, and you know, it's just a great place to live. You know, I lived in, you know, I was born in Nebraska, lived in Omaha, which is kind of city, and when I was young, when my mom moved out to California, I lived in Los Angeles for all of elementary school and in junior high, and came back to Nebraska for high school and college. So I lived in, you know, kind of everywhere growing up. So I don't mind the big city. I've been there before, lived there before, but if I have my pickings, which I did, you know, I live somewhere like this because it's quiet. Still got a lot going on, stuff to do, you know, even when the snow's on the ground. Great summers. We have a little hot spell, but not bad, but I don't mind the heat too much. And it's something that for my family and kids, it's, you know, not much to worry about. It's real, like I said, real quiet, real laid back, type feel, and the people here are great. You know, the fans treated me nice when I played here, treated me great. So it was really easy to be around these states, you know, stay around a place like this. For the past 2 years, I've been working over De Pere High School. First, I did like an intern to see if I wanted to really go into teaching, because that was one of my, outside of playing football, another dream of mine is to teach and coach. And So back in '09, I did kind of like an internship, and that developed into a good relationship with the high school. So every year since then, I've kind of took on a little bit more in terms of student teaching. And now with me working on my master's, this semester will be more on my legit student teaching hours. We did some last spring as well, earlier this year, which went good. It's great. The kids, they know me because, of course, when I played here, it just, the first 2 days was the craziest back in '09, pictures and autographs, which it was something I was expecting and used to because, like I said, the community loved their team. And so with that, 2 days went by and everything was good from there. After that, I was just Mr. Green and one of the teachers, just a little bit more different than the average teacher, which was cool. So I could get the kids' attention a lot quicker and a lot easier. They could help me along as well. So they know me and I know them, and it's it's good to be there. It's good to help kids out. Like I said, with my foundation, I like to help where I can. Not necessarily direct things, just give kids a chance to talk to me and hang out, whatever, and let them know the only thing different about me is what I used to do, play football, play professional football.